Roll a d20 and pray it doesn't land on nat 1, I guess. What are you gonna do if you're shopping and someone comes up to you and they begin manifesting demons? People get way too bored on Facebook. Betty and Barney Hill incident. All right, hold on a second here. On the night of September 19 through the 20th? I don't know why that's written kind of weird. 1961, Portsmouth, New Hampshire couple Betty and Barney Hill experienced a close encounter with an unidentified flying object and 2 hours of lost time while driving south on Route 3 near Lincoln. They filed an official Air Force Project Blue Book report of a brightly lit cigar-shaped craft the next day, but were not public with their story until it was leaked in the Boston Traveler in 1965. This was the first widely reported UFO abduction in the United States. Interesting. I will not let you down, no matter what it takes. Hope you don't. Are you going to be able to keep communications going when the government fakes the grid going down? We're in for the dark times as we know it. The all-powerful Oz that is our government will do whatever it takes to keep control. Reality is that Elon can make a difference if he really wants to. Sure, billionaires do have the ability to make a difference if they want to. The trouble with Elon Musk is that he doesn't want to. He doesn't care about you, he doesn't care about us, and he's going to make sure we all die. Bet you don't get invited to parties anymore. At the airport grabbing some food before the flight, all I hear is people saying, "It's Friday," and ordering alcohol. The muggle world seems so foreign to me. My weekend is getting busier and I love it. No alcohol needed. Also quit coffee. Didn't ask. How much is ExxonMobil paying this guy? Renewable energy is just unreliable energy. Well, they're not paying him enough. That's pretty unimaginative. Woman wonders why no one else seems excited by her food posts. Delicious cooked burger with yummy carnivore gravy poured over the top. I have to laugh because these groups are the only groups that you post food that you're cooking or eating and everybody seems excited. If we did this on our regular Facebook wall, people would think we were nuts. No one cares about your food. Wild animals aren't great pets. Anybody want a pet baby mouse for their kids? I just caught the most adorable one and I don't know what to do with him? Let it go? I'm trying to get land approved for temporary pod houses because over 1,000 people in my town are homeless after a natural disaster. Idiot thinks the community-led effort to house people is the Great Reset. Pod homes, like the ones proposed in the Great Reset. It's almost like they've planned all of this. Take the land from the people, farmland included, and turn it all into green zones. No people zones. Oh, here we go. Yeah, being environmentally conscious is evil. Remember that, folks. Taking care of the only planet we have is stupid and dumb, and it's an attempt to murder people. Sir David Attenborough voice. The American Joe Rogan fan displays his high intelligence and understanding with his social media posts. Any Joe Rogan fans out there? Heard he's heading to London just in time to the liberal prime minister who just resigned. Okay, I don't care what that douche is doing. Don't talk about your garden because some people don't have gardens, I guess? My husband and I wake up every morning and bring our coffee to our garden and sit and talk for hours. Every morning. It never gets old and we never run out of things to talk about. I love him so much. Here's my take. Lovely intention, but when I read it, I felt cringe as well. Not because she's living her best life with her love, but unintentionally coming off to the rightfully bitter people who A, don't have gardens which can be extremely therapeutic, and 2, would also, yeah, we don't give a shit. No one asked for your take. Off. I'm helping to create a Dahmer memorial for his fans in a location. The location will be revealed when it's in place. My boyfriend works at a company that makes sculptures and is volunteering time to help design and create it. It will honor both victims and Dahmer, as his parents lost their son, too. No thanks, bye. What does woke have to do with this? A silverback gorilla sees a little girl banging her chest, so he charges her. Never too early for little girls to know that nature doesn't know woke and it keeps things real. I do have to say, I think that the word woke is probably, unironically, unabashedly, the dumbest, most cringeworthy f***ing word that has ever come out of any language in human f***ing history. I use it so ironically all the time. Like when I watched Lightyear for the 4th time, I couldn't believe how woke it was. Can't believe they wokeified Buzz Lightyear. MSN comments are a goldmine in the UK. There are people who can talk with authority on any subject, but it's proven they're not right as often as experts. One prime minister goes, new one comes. What's the difference? What's the evidence a new prime minister or politician has made any difference in the last 70 years? Are we today where promised? What? Winston Churchill, Anthony, I don't know who any of those people are, okay? Your comment has been rejected. No, it hasn't. I'm reading it, moron. The level of ignorance on display here is remarkable. They have not found one virus that can create an immunity to an essential oil. What? Found on a food review video. $9 for a single patty Whopper? That's insane. Bad inflation at work, let's go, Brandon. App coupon with free fries, $6. It's that anti-woke, anti-libtard bad inflation coupon. Hell yeah. The last couple times I went there, it had gotten worse as far as quality of steaks. But they have a good variety menu and it's our 30th anniversary, so decided to give it a try. Not sure how the food is now because they wouldn't even seat us because men are not allowed to wear tank tops. Of course not. As they were telling me this, a woman wearing a mini skirt with butt cheeks exposed walked by and I saw several women wearing string-type tank tops, but not men. I guess if I was a libtard, I could have said I identify as some feminine pronouns and maybe that would have worked? Lol. Seriously, it was 96 degrees outside according to my wife's car when we were there. It's July 6th in Georgia. Oh no, they lost a very important customer. Should we just replace our entire body? Question, survey of interesting, weird situation. Open to male and female perspectives. Post your thoughts. Is it reasonable to ask someone you're becoming serious in a relationship with to get rid of their bed due to past unknown relationships? No, that's not reasonable at all. It seems like a hill you're gonna ruin your relationship on, so have a good one, I guess. D&D lead rules designer. Devils don't have to be evil anymore. A Wizards of the Coast D&D studio blog says future D&D books will allow all creatures to have any alignment, including devils. What's with this leftist erasing definitions and blurring lines between everything? Gender? Culture? Now morality? Oh, you're just making shit up. You're just extrapolating information that's literally not f***ing there, but you do you, Anon. To the other countries of the world. To the other countries of the world, I say screw you all. You bitch were fighting overseas. Then Trump says he's done donating our service people's lives. Now you sick mothers say this. Okay, bye. Men, never allow your woman to call you baby or bae. She either calls you by your name or daddy. She is your firstborn daughter, not your mother? Excuse me? We talked about this on Masculinity Saturday in 2019 and 2020. The most accurate version should be sir or my lord. That is what we find in the Bible, but I agree your wife is your firstborn daughter. What the f*** does that mean? I need someone to tell me right the f*** now what that means, and I apologize to the poor editor who has to censor all my nasty words this time around, but what in the dude, what are you talking about? Ah, the good old egg in a sock trick. The what? Excuse me? Hold on. The good old egg in a sock trick. Egg sock teething hack. My baby boy quit sleeping a few weeks ago, screaming every hour or so. We ordered different sleep sacks, tried different bath supplements, figured it was a growth spurt, lost our minds for a bit. I asked Axel to hang up an egg sock just in case it was his teeth. Bub slept all night and has slept since. About 4 nights ago, we started doing this again, but he's on solids now, so I thought maybe with his growing appetite he wasn't staying full. Last night, I had Axel change the egg out while I gave the baby a bath and got him ready for bed. He slept all night 8 to 6. Eggs absorb up to 7 times their weight in carbon dioxide. CO2 creates pressure on the gums. If you lessen the CO2, you lessen the pressure. So if you're reading this and your baby's up all night with sore gums, give it a try. It's always worked for us. Edit to add. I took a cold egg straight from the refrigerator and put it in the sock. No cooking. Make sure there's no cracks or anything so that it won't stink. I've never done it with a farm egg, but you could try. Oh my god, I don't trust any human being alive anymore. It's Instagram, but it's still insane. Bro, if you connect the dots, it's very simple. The devil is behind all this and wants the world to be gay. So he promised people that he will give them whatever they want in this world, but in return, they have to promote this gay shit. All famous celebrities, football clubs, and players have sold their souls. Why they make it to the top. You sound bitter. An old college acquaintance does this shit day in and day out, even though nobody ever responds. All right, let's see. My mom said we shouldn't get a mistletoe this year. Then she said we couldn't afford one. Then she bought me a banana split. Can we get some accountability here? I'm donating my sperm to the sperm bank unless someone has a better idea. In Europe, it is not uncommon for the whites to mooch the popcorn at Steven Spielberg productions. What? What does that mean? You're in a cult if you don't believe my RFK Jr. documentary. So for those who are too cowardly to watch the film before dismissing it as propaganda, I wonder why they're doing that, you don't have the courage or intellectual honesty to even watch the documentary before dismissing it because you're so brainwashed and controlled. So, you have no idea how many scientists are in the film, who they are, what their credentials are, and what's wrong with their argument based on the science. Because you're a cult member and have only one authority for all truth, and one who challenges it is a heretic no matter what, okay? So watch a list of the scientists in this film, their credentials, what is wrong with the facts and opinions they present, and your sources disputing them. Then at least you can No, I'm sorry, whatever, bye. What does this even mean? Science and the state must be separate. I don't know. They're mad that church and state should be separate, so they think science and the state must be separate as though it's some kind of dunk on the leftist libtard morons. I don't know, man. Martha Stewart is a lizard person. Martha Stewart's 81 and she's 81? Stem cells are real. She's a fetus-eating, cult island traveling Bill Clinton-ass lizard person. A Bill Clinton-ass lizard person. Is she really 81? Yes, video games and movies are what has caused a decline in people driving stick shift. No stick shift vehicles, let's see. This is what has become of the video game playing Disney and Disney Marvel watchers as they have grown up. Hard to function in the real world when you have lived in a fantasy one your entire life. Someone's pissed off that automatics are safer and more efficient across the board these days. I mean, it depends on where you are, obviously. I mean, I couldn't find a brand new manual car if I frickin' tried, okay? Over here in the US, what is it, 10% of cars to 20% of cars are, or have, manual options? Like new cars? Look, if you care that much, and again, I've said this before, I understand that once you get used to it, it's kind of fun, and driving an automatic is more boring, but you really gotta just grow the f*** up. A manual car doesn't make a f***ing difference, man. Just chill the f*** out. You know they're not gonna be around forever, and you know in 20 to 50 years, manual cars will be completely gone in a lot of parts of the world, more than likely, okay? Just calm down. OMG, 100% proof! They use numbers and stuff! How can anyone still deny the Masonic and occult connections of Disney? Whoa, they use tiles and pretty colors! Found in a wilderness educational panel discussion. Stockholm Syndrome to celebrate GMO-modded DNA that makes men more feminine and women grow beards. Because root veggies look exactly the same as they did hundreds of years ago, but they're organically inbred. What in the actual hell are these people talking about? I swear to God. Also, oh no, a more feminine man. No, that's so terrible, awful. Jesus Christ, you wouldn't know the difference. Why bugs should not be eaten. Holy crap. You know those edible bugs you keep hearing about? All bugs are edible, yeah. Well, according to an extremely rigorous study, oh, okay, it looks like you did link it, an entire host of parasites have been found in 81% of insect farms. Also, in 30 to 35% of study farms, these parasites are pathogenic to animals and or humans. So insects are not only disgusting as an idea, but they are, to say the least, a dangerous carrier of disease. This research paper is absolutely stunning and full of stomach-wrenching details. They had this plan when they banned the parasite medicine. Brings to light a whole other motive to ban the use of ivermectin now, doesn't it? We deworm our pets. Why don't we deworm ourselves? Or at least detox our bodies? Do you think that you need deworming right now? Do you think you have worms in your gut? Those big farms could be leading the insects up with okay. A Facebook group wants to wipe out the North Sentinelese tribe. Okay, sorry, that was weird. Storm North Sentinel Island, they can't kill us all official. Oh, they're just trying to cash in on the funny Storm Area 51 thing. It's just dumb. It's over, folks. They put chemistry in the water. Tap water is and dangerous everywhere. I mean, that does happen to be somewhat true. It's full of chemistry, medicines, and antibiotics. Not for that reason. Even that'd be kind of cool. There's a lot of studies you can find online. The water is poisoned. If you really care about it, use a filter. I do believe that in a lot of places you'll probably be better off using a filter, but it's not because the water's full of cocaine and chemistry. Stunning and brave. The discovery changed her life forever. Woman speaks out on the moment she found out her parents and brother and her parents are brother and sister. Okay. Love is love, stunning and brave. Breakfast sucks. Who the hell wakes up and eats breakfast? I know, right? Honestly. The critically acclaimed TV show Teletubbies. Oh no, here we go. Let's see, the first trailer for Netflix's Teletubbies reboot has been released. How did I not see this? Releases on November 14th, that's great. Immediately no. People acting like they're gonna watch this anyway, like, bro, this ain't for your age, who cares about your criticism? Oh, let me guess, this dude didn't like that it was woke now, right? It's woke. The Teletubbies went too wokeified for me. Einstein did not invent anything. He was an ordinary desk clerk. He was a Zionist and brought by the cabal to oppose Nikola Tesla. All his books can be thrown away because they're not written by him. History is a lie. If I'm not mistaken, he was born a woman. Yes, I saw that too. He was a biological woman. No surprise there. Anytime a person's name was drilled into our heads, I know they're a fraud. Where did you see that Einstein was a woman? Einstein was an Illuminati. Man, just everything these days just feels like bait. It does. I mean, I try my best not to get too mad over it because I'm falling for what seems to be a basket of bait on a daily basis now. Men that think not feeding the kids first is wrong have no self-worth and probably fail at leading the household. Huh? Ever think that maybe that's all they can afford to tip? Just be glad a tip was given. It isn't a requirement unless specifically stated somewhere by management that tips are appreciated. Well, okay, but if they're appreciated, they're not required. Some folks are on a limited income and can't afford to be big tippers. If you can't afford the tip, then stay home. I mean, it may not be a requirement for you, but us decent folks have no issue with tipping. It's disgusting that people like you exist. Dude, I don't want to touch this fucking issue with a 412-foot pole, man. I just really don't. I've worked for tips before. I wouldn't want to do it again. I do think it's complete bullshit that if you're a tipped worker, you're not entitled to the state's actual minimum wage that you're in. What is it, in like Idaho, you get like $3 an hour if you work a tipped job? So just remember that when it comes to tipping. Because I don't think any states with, okay, maybe there are a few. I would have to do some actual normal people research in order to figure that out because I don't know it off the type of my head. I can't talk. Here, I need a sip of my energy drink. Hold on. I don't know if there are any states out there that give you the full state minimum wage or city minimum wage and tips. What I have always said, and I thoroughly believe this, is that business owners should be required to pay their staff, the ones that make their business run, the ones without whom the business would immediately that day go under, should be required to pay them a living wage, so they don't have to worry about tips. So the boss doesn't get to stick his hand in and steal some of the tips, like he's owed it for some reason, or she's owed it for some reason. I believe people deserve to be paid enough to live with dignity. It is as simple as that, and that's all there is to it. All I can really say is tipping. That's it. Not saying that you should not tip. Not saying that. I do believe in that just a little bit, but until we get to a better system, okay? Because we gotta get out of this hole. Fresh cat milk for sale. I just milked them this morning. A little bitter because they were strays and were a little scared when I was milking them, so the milk isn't as pure. But tastes good with cereal, or just add some chocolate syrup. $65 per jar because it was a lot of work, so you're paying for the milk, jar, and labor. Price is firm, serious inquiries only, need to make room so I can milk the rest tomorrow. You're a psychopath. You're insane. Straight up. I was driving down the interstate and saw these weird trucks driving extremely slow. Like, get off the road, people. I didn't think too much of it until I saw these guys wearing bulletproof vests and helmets. One of our passengers noticed. She started feeling lightheaded and we Googled it along with these trucks. They're giving off 5G radiations that attempt to alter your thought process and give you the Clover 19. Yeah, this one's just bait. One passenger immediately coughed in the car right after passing the second one. We fear for our life and called the police on them. There was an entire line of them. The police said they'd look out for them and avoid them. Thanks for the help. Do we slow down and stayed behind them until they arrived? A state trooper pulled me over for a false 911 call and ticketed us for tailgating. Is this the country we're living in? Secrecy? What are they doing with these misshaped vehicles? I fear for my life. And now I have to pay Georgia money for being woke. There it is. I never saw my great-grandfather in person, therefore he never existed. By extension, Neither do I. I don't believe there is a Dahmer. I've never seen him in person. This is just so TV can make money. Okay. Coyotes will continue to breed. Coyotes will continue to breed uncontrollable until someone child is killed by a hungry pack, much like the violence in New York City, coming to mass. That actually made literally no sense at all. Congratulations, you've won.
I will use whatever force is necessary to restore order.
Pizza Hut is woke pizza! Boycott it! It's so fun watching people who are clearly against a political thing try that very thing. Cancel culture has gone too far. What? You don't agree with me politically? I'll cancel you! Wearing jeans is not a sin, but wearing ripped jeans, torn jeans, or crazy jeans is unacceptable in the sights of God. Are you telling me God is watching me get changed into my jeans? That pervert. No tattoos, piercings, or hair dye. I like my women like I like my truck. Clean and ready for a load. Mate, your literal family is your profile picture. Maybe realign your standards to someone that is more in line with you. I want someone who only breathes through their mouth. Apple is evil. Their first computer went on sale for $666 and their logo is the apple from the Garden of Eden. Tells you everything you need to know. No, it doesn't. That is the worst context. There are so many trees and apple and snake-looking logos out there. I don't know how you feel comfortable in this world if this is your logic. The nation of France turned against Christ many years ago. It is not a surprise they lost the World Cup final. A nation without faith cannot ever win at anything. You're so right. Hey, did America win FIFA? No, they didn't, did they?
Soulless beings. Approximately 1/2 of the human beings on Earth are organic mortals.
What?
Soulless beings who keep the real human beings in line with the Matrix-controlled system.
I swear, these days, secret organizations are popping up as frequently as crypto coins did before 2020. Are militant atheists using chemtrails to poison the angels in heaven? Yes, the place where you die and are basically immortal? Yep, you can still suffer from poison there. I really don't understand the net neutrality, but all I know is if Obama wanted it, then I don't. Hell hath no fury like a person's pettiness. Obesity is sinful. Sure, there are unique biological exceptions, but for the vast majority of people, obesity is gluttony, self-obsession, and a serious and sinful lack of self-control. If you're Christian and also obese, it's something you must confront and overcome. This is a great example where your end result is okay, good, but your method to achieve it, no. Got along great with someone until I informed then you can't be a demo rat and a Christian. Huh, libs are so confused. Probably because they're a human and not a rat. Hey guys, just a quick question for those that are selling stuff in the Murray and Callaway County of Kentucky. Fastest way to become an ER doctor? Can I do it online? You have to go to medical school to be a doctor of any kind. No, that's fine. I'll just watch a YouTube tutorial. Rapid human cloning. 5 months to get to any age exists and has been used since the 70s. Why is everything used since the 70s? It's like, did everything get invented then? There are many used in politics, Hollywood, etc. They can computer transfer memories. Biden is one. It doesn't mean the original is dead, but sometimes they are killed. It's about control. So stop believing and doing whatever they say. Believe and do whatever I say instead. Please, I need to feel important. Help, found this dog on my way home tonight, just running around in a field behind my house. She doesn't have any tags, so please help me find her home. It was a little hard to get her in my car. She only bit me once, but she has calmed down now. Please share so we can find her owner. I'm not familiar with American wildlife, but I'm going to assume that is a panda. A person with a peenie shouldn't even know what a tampon is. Okay, this is how you get people who veto bills to make personal products free because they think people can just hold it. Hey, psst. The birth control pill can falsely make women feel bisexual. No way! Women liking boobies as much as me? We have to stop this, otherwise there'll be no boobies left for us guys. I mean, it's unfair. They have a home field advantage. If you are an anti-MAGA American, you are unfaithful to your country. You don't want your country to be great. You might as well say you'd prefer someone else's spouse to yours. The irony of being proud about the freedom of your country, under conditions. Sitting here wondering what the hell crabs has to do with diabetes. Insulin should never be something any person has to ration. Cut the crabs to 0 and no need for insulin in 6 months. Ah, yes, those pesky crabs causing everyone to need insulin. And now for a comment from someone who clearly has restraining orders against them.
I'd be honestly shocked if even 1 out of 10 restraining orders were justified. They hand them out like candy. It's only on TV you see women get fricked by the system for not filing an order as soon as they want custody. I've had at least 2 completely unjustified orders against me.
Punches wall.
They literally used a witness that was 30 miles away at the time. Family says I should get over it. I'll be over it when they start showing signs of acute radiation poisoning.
Why would they get radiation poisoning? It's such a random death to wish upon someone. I mean, you need to be in specific circumstances to suffer from that.
America needs a superhero. I will be making a major announcement tomorrow. Thank you.
My only heartbreak with Trump discovering NFTs is that he didn't discover them while they were still fresh and big, so the money would have gone up crazily and then, completely flunked later. That, or I feel like last week he just discovered what AI art generators are and has just been punching his name into it until he finally got stuff he liked.
Coexist now!
Convert. Yeah, we're the right ones. We're definitely the right ones. There is a cure for HIV and AIDS. His name is Wesus. There is a cure for lupus. His name is Jesus. There is a cure for diabetes. His name is Jesus.
Well, when is he gonna publish his research? Jeez.
How to make the perfect society. Ooh, this won't be filled with any personal agendas. Zero diversity. No women's rights. Oh god, we're already here. The only rainbows come from the sun. No pork. Only normal or bigger sized hats. What? Why has this person put women's rights and the sizes of hats in the same, category of necessity to talk about? Mandated exercise and protein. Mandated tobacco consumption. So, okay, we go from forcing people to be healthy to forcing people to be unhealthy. Interesting. Closed borders. No democracy. Only fascism. Zero taxes. Miss anything? Yeah, just a bit of morality. Could probably apply a bit of that. And now for a totally legitimate scientific analysis on wisdom teeth. Wisdom teeth grow in sideways and straighten out over time. The pain is deliberate to rewire your brain and open new pathways. Your God truly was an intelligent creator. The adrenaline from the pain was a hidden gift.
It's 2022. We have medical research and technology. We don't need to keep justifying that our pain is because God loves us.
These 4 wisdom teeth are also wired directly to your heart and pineal gland. They are called wisdom teeth for a reason, and this is why they are eager to pull them, to rob you of your power and true potential. Just imagine your mother refusing to take you to a dentist because you are in incredible pain in your jaw because God loves you. You have been lied to from birth. Name 1 disease cured by modern medicine and solved from the root cause without needing lifelong medications.
Polio.
I'll wait. Oh. Brittany Griner was cloned in Russia, and we now have an extra spy here in our great country, the USA. Can we please get our President Trump soon, America? Wake up! We have to ask the Lord to help us today. This spy needs to be flown directly back to where it was made. Trust me, madam, they won't need a spy for you. You're the kind of person who posts everything on the internet. There's no need to be secretive against you. Don't think for 1 minute that Christmas, Hanukkah, and the Islam celebrations can mix. Yah hates mixture. It's either his way 100% or not. Choose you this day who you shall serve. I can't imagine how this picture hurts Elohim in his own country nonetheless, with Satan's star on top of Satan's obelisk. If they can make fruit seedless, they can make you seedless. Oh no, genes! No, I meant like the seeds in the plant and your seed. Oh, right, sorry, yes. Oh, those things, they're completely the same. Little boy, we are in the 21st century. We need AR-15s in Joe Biden's country. You need 1 Joe Biden sold us out to China and Russia just a matter of time before the attack. That's why Joe Biden wants to ban all our guns. He sold us all out. Little boy, you don't like AR-15s. Get off my Facebook, little boy. Wow, you really want this person to be a little boy, don't you? That's, interesting. What's this? A beautiful sunflower merely poking above the fence because it's grown like any other plant would? That's clearly a spy flowers. My neighbor has this flower peeking into my backyard. I couldn't get close enough to see if there is a camera hidden inside. Is this even legal? Okay, boomer, it's just a joke. Or is it? Hey, Snowflake, don't okay boomer me at work. It's not even worth the energy to point out the hypocrisy here. Oh, a wholesome Christmas photo together. Let's ruin it.
Pathetic! I'm trying to raise a grandchild here. I hope she does not see these pictures. You guys look like you're stars.
Hey, judge them all you want. Santa clearly loves watching them. Look at him there in the corner. But also, that comment's really a reflection on them. If they look at this and they consider this overtly intimate, do they mistake a man in a t-shirt as like a stripper?
I refuse to live how these climate freaks want me to. I will continue to gas up my 4x4 pickup, and I will continue to eat lots of beef. If you want my steak, my truck, or my guns, come and get them!
No, I'm good, mate. In fact, you know what? Double down on that beef for us. Really add it into your diet. Give yourself those the nutrients. Remember, only the masculine of men have their beef really well done.
Wow.
The Earth supposedly revolves around the sun at 66,600 miles per hour.
Wow.
Earth axis tilts at 66.6 degrees. Wow. The polar circles are located near the poles of the Earth at 66.6 degrees north and south latitude. Wow. A sphere has a 2/3 or 666 rate of curvature for applied measurement increment. Wow. Still love the globe. Also, Isaac Newton invented the force of gravity in 1666. Breaking. Donald Trump's tax returns reveal that he wrote off the payment he made to Stormy Daniels.
Okay, so what? What is your point? This is not news.
I realize Trump might have hurt your feelings, but it's a personal thing between him and his wife and Stormy the exotic dancer, prostitute. Okay, so politicians doing something scandalous is just between them? I look forward to seeing you apply that to the same politicians you don't support. Hello, I'm Jeeves. I steal people's bum fluff and glue it to my face. I am willing to marry women from 12 years and up. I am a Christian/confrontational street preacher. This is something I am openly telling people about myself. Remember this the next time you think you're not that appealing. You actually are compared to who's out there.
So accurate. Why do I insist on staying in mom's groups on Facebook? It's like a train wreck that you can't quite look away from. Can I have Smex 3 days after having a baby? No, Tiffany with an I! You have a gaping wound in your uterus the size of a ding-dang dinner plate. An infection is not worth the 13 minutes of disappointment. Well, I only waited a week because I stopped spotting.
Congratulations, Patricia!
But I assure you, you're not some superhuman with Wolverine-like healing abilities, and you just outed yourself as an actual moron. Should I feed my 3-month-old marshmallow fluff?
I'm not even touching that one.
My son has burnt his hand on my straightener that I left on while he was unsupervised because I was watching the new Selena Gomez music video. Does it look infected?
It sure does, Brianna! But hey, let's wait a week before going to a hospital just in case it turns necrotic. That'll be even better in the description for the GoFundMe I'm going to see posted in this group for this very scenario. I hope the atheists got a ton of gifts to evolve out of nothing under their tree today. I did, thank you. I got a lovely gift of fricks to care about you.
How do you block fact checkers? I'm so sick of this crud pooping up on everything.
How about posting the truth?
A 5'7" man who was trying to drag the world into World War III was just named Person of the Year.
Bro, Zelensky's literally going against Russia, the country that you should be superly against being an American. I mean, for someone who supports the former things, you should be completely in support of anything against communism. Let's take a closer look at the red and white Canadian flag that you all so proudly show off. So it has a red maple leaf on it, right? And it is on a pure white backdrop, right? Now, why would a maple leaf be red? Why wouldn't our flag have a green maple leaf with a white backdrop? Doesn't make sense. Well, let's just quickly Google that on the literal website for Canada themselves. Why is Canadian flag red? Oh look, the white of winter snows and the red of autumnal maple leaves. Wow, who would have guessed the logical explanation? But nah, let's not use that here. Let's continue. Maybe it is a logo or branding for a product. Perhaps it is a filleted baby and the pure white represents their innocence. Canada was the leading country in selling this product. Yes, white equal innocence, always, because it was total innocence when the white people came to a country that had natives.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Nothing is random and innocent among these cabal parasites and their minions. If their creations symbolize their evil ways and deeds, I think you are onto something, Red. The symbology of the corporation's flag.
Daily reminder that the brains that accompany these flesh suits have the same right to vote as you and me. Funny, there's never a crowd of lunatic protesters when a liberal shows up at a college campus to speak. I'm sure a simple Google image search will absolutely correct this. This guy's giving a hint that he's right-wing leaning through his name and profile picture, about as subtly as EB Games letting me know they have a sale.
You should consider knowing the difference between facts and opinions, Jack Nuts, before posting bullshit post. Joe Biden wasn't legally elected. Prove to me he was an idiot.
Why do all craters on Earth form exactly 90-degree angle to the flat surface? Neither one of them ever had any tilt or angle of track before impact. If we live in a spinning ball in space, what are the chances of any impact of space rocks hitting Earth straight down at perfect 90-degree angles? This is how we're starting? Boys, girls, everyone else. It's gonna be a good day. Crack open the cold one. We're diving knee-deep into insane people Facebook, right? Isn't that where we are? Yeah, it's fine. Let's go. It's a buckle. How will the masses know we're worshiping Satan? Yeah, we've seen this a few times at this point now, and I think we can all safely say there's no pentagram there. We've seen higher res images. It is just a buckle. Here's an interesting bit of information. If you watch Cinderella backwards, she learns her place. Oh yeah, judging by your profile pic, we should definitely be taking your opinions into account. Woman wears nice clothes. How dare they? Detective Superintendent Rebecca Smith seems to be using Nicola Bully's disappearance as an excuse to showcase her toned physique. Who wears a sleeveless dress in February? To those who say, does it matter what people wear to work? Yes, it does, when they are police officers. Damn, sometimes I'm just stunned silent. Not because that was some giant actual bombshell of next-level stupidity, but it's just so petty and gross. The American dream in 2023, not being permanently poor. If you wish to be successful... Oh, sorry, it's Ben. If you wish to be successful in American life, you basically need to do three things, right? Graduate high school, okay? Don't have a baby out of wedlock, and get a job. If you do those things, you will not be permanently poor in the United States. That's literally a lie, Ben. That is not true. That's not how this works. I've graduated high school. I haven't had a baby out of wedlock, and I have had many jobs. Take a guess at what those things did not do for me. Right now, Ben, why do you have postpartum depression, ladies? Serious question, ladies. How do y'all have postpartum depression from having a child? You so wanted to have and be a mother. Bro, you have never had to push a being out your dick. Because I see you there. You've never had to push a baby out of your dick hole, right? Or your ass, whatever. I'm sure you think that that's how having a baby works, and then have to deal with it screaming louder than you've ever heard anything scream in your entire life for the next 1 to 3 years, every night, while you get maybe 2 hours of sleep a day. Maybe. Even with your husband's help, or boyfriend's help, or whoever's there to help. You have no f***ing idea. You really don't. I hope this counts. The balloon he's talking about is the moon. Chinese spy balloon. I think I spotted it over our neighborhood. I have radiant barrier roofing, so its cameras can't penetrate into my home. Protect yourself, please. Is this why Gru wanted to steal the moon? Is having sex with Rihanna gay? The emasculation of men continues. You can already tell who the man is in this relationship. That dude about to be a proud mother of 2. Man, seriously, it's so weird to me. Only to people like this can they look at an image of a man who has a child with a billionaire woman, Rihanna, and call him the gay one. Okay, pal. Okay, then. Your child, age 6, before public education. Your child, age 7, after 1 year of public education. Damn, where the hell that school? I should have gone there. Global warming is a hoax. How will the world survive? In 1948, when Al Gore was born, Earth had 130,000 glaciers. Today, just 75 years later, only 130,000 glaciers remain. Is that even remotely correct? Why don't we find out real quick? I honestly don't know where you got the 130,000 number from. I did one quick Google. How many glaciers are there currently on Earth? And I see 40,000 different answers here. I see over 200,000, over 400,000, 198,000, 200,000 again. I'm seeing so many answers. What? Oh, man. It's just hard to get any real information out there, but I ain't trusting you. In blank, Illinois called blank properties. We offer clean, affordable rentals of varying degrees all across Freeport. Rental prices vary from $400 to $900 depending on the building. We offer a month-to-month rental agreement or a one-year lease. However, you must sign an agreement that you will never call a building inspector. We expect all repair services to remain between us and the residents. How is this legal to even post? I feel like you're breaking quite a few laws by saying that. We offer yard work services for an extra $15 a month. We also have a tree trimming business. Any prospective tenants who are interested, please contact me at the number below. Oh my god. However, if you are poor, black, gay, liberal, trans, or get government assistance, then do not apply because you will be denied. I have very little respect for the type of people who work a 9-to-5 job and then go home and sit on the sofa and watch TV. Never pick up a book or do anything extra. You mean living their life how they f***ing choose to, you stupid bitch? If you're the kind of person that thinks working a 9-to-5 is good enough to get ahead in life, then I don't want you renting from me. You know what? I'm honestly just glad that you said your little quiet parts out loud, because I think you broke several laws. I don't believe that you are allowed to turn away tenants for being gay, or trans, or black. For God's sake, I don't think any of that is even remotely legal. With any luck, you completely went out of business and are back to your 9-to-5, there's so many words I could say that I won't. I won't. The surreal moment when Republican Arkansas State Senator Matt McKee asks a trans pharmacist if she has a penis. Oh yeah, I watched that, and I'm really, really glad that everybody in the audience thought it was one nasty, dumbass thing to say. Why? Why are you so obsessed with people's genitals, you psycho bitch? I'm so sorry to the editor for all the cursing this time around. It's really hard to censor myself and come across as hard-hitting as I would like to. I apologize. Breastfeeding and getting a black eye in return. What? Pet store manager is sacked after threatening to punch breastfeeding mothers and their babies for whipping their boobs out in front of her kids in angry Facebook posts. I'm not sorry. The next female, there's your red flag, first one, that tries to whip out her boob to breastfeed in front of my kids will get a black eye. Move that baby because I'll punch it too. I hope one of your friends actually kicked your ass. You seem like the type of person that needs to be roughed up a little bit, bro. I'm sorry, you just acting a bitch. Get treated a bitch. Epic fail. Rihanna gave, without question, the single worst halftime show in Super Bowl history. This after insulting far more than half our nation, which is already in serious decline with her foul and insulting language. Also, so much for her stylist. Old man yells at clouds. You're closing for lunch? Screw you! I was at the CVS yesterday. The pharmacy fence was being lowered, but I made it to the register without ducking, simply walking quickly. I said, whoa, just in time to scoop up my prescription for your before y'all go to lunch, right? I had a smile on my face and a few Valentine gifts to ring up with my prescription that they refused to give me. 3 pharmacy employees, including the esteemed pharmacist, said, nope, we're at lunch. I guffawed and said, look, I made it to your register before you closed the fence. This isn't a game. This isn't a little video game mechanic for you. Oh, you got us. Let's do whatever the f*** you want, because you made it here just in time. No, they said. Really doubt that. Somewhere deep inside me, I exclaimed, screw you, out loud. Not my finest moment. I then saw the CVS manager, Dave. He shrugged his shoulders. No apologies from anyone. You should be apologizing to them. Women aren't supposed to have menstrual cycles. This is your womb cleaning itself monthly from all the acidic foods, neurotoxins, and radiation we endure on a daily basis. Alkaline vegans and fruitarians barely ever menstruate. For all y'all white recessive females in my DMs that contain... what? Neanderthal DNA? I cannot speak for you, beings, but my ancient African ancestors did not menstruate. This is something that did not occur until recently due to the amount of acidic toxins we breathe and consume in every day. Okay, so until you've watched Dr. Sebi and conducted actual research instead of showing me these bullcrap mainstream media blogs, get out of my DMs with your lack of knowledge. Y'all are probably the same people who still think vaccines are safe. Okay. I mean, sorry. There are so many red flags here. That's the only color I can see. But you mentioned fruitarians? Really? Diamond meteorite for sale. Incorrect, my friend. Someone doesn't understand the colors of carrier crews. Oh my god. I can't believe what I just saw. Sorry, I genuinely don't know why I jump into a crappy southern accent whenever I read stuff like this. Sometimes it feels like it fits. My southern friends out there, I apologize. I'm not trying to make some commentary on, you know what I mean. I just think it's fun. I like doing it sometimes. I can't believe what I just saw. During the national anthem at the Super Bowl, they showed the sailors on deck of the USS Carl Vinson, one of our 3 Nimitz-class supercarriers, and they were dressed and arranged in rainbow colors. Chinese military is LTAO. Chinese military. On one of our Nimitz-class supercarriers? Shaking hands with a woman is like shaking hands with a child. It seems artificial and vaguely patronizing. The handshake was designed as a greeting between men to show that your sword hand was empty. I feel like you just made that little factoid up. Completely made that shit up. Also, I love that. Shaking hands with a child or a woman seems artificial and vaguely patronizing, or patronizing if you will. What are you actually talking about? One thing to keep in mind about Chelsea Handler is that she has actually had 3 children, but she murdered all of them. That's why she so desperately justifies her childlessness. Her freedom was purchased with the blood of her own children. Actually, what the hell are you talking about, you freaking psycho? My ex-party girl cousin shared this today. Christians aren't trying to judge you, they're trying to save your life. Get out of the road! Don't judge me. Eternity in hell, God's wrath, Judgment Day. No, you're not trying to save anybody. You're trying to step on them, using that semi-truck there as a threat. My aunt sent me this. We're not even social media friends. The next James Bond will be made to satisfy the woke brigade. Bond will start off as a man and will transgender to a woman. The film will be called... Oh, God. Wow, that is next level to me. Oh, Bond will start off as a man and then will proceed to transgender to a woman. Oh, damn. Now I've got to look forward to informing my kids in the not-so-distant future that they'll need to find a pure-blood mate to live and procreate with. Yes, I said pure blood. Ew, cringe. Correct, I'm glad you're self-aware of that. That's where we are now. mRNA is not natural, and who knows what the long-term effects are going to be with all the lab rats who voluntarily signed up to be an experiment because they got psyoped with fear. Yeah, you're right. Dying is a great motivator to keep oneself safe. I'm going to have to vet potential mates for my kids and teach them to do the same, because we don't know what the hell can happen with tech or transhumanism DNA in the future. P.S. Screw off, science shills. This is a conspiracy subreddit. You know what? Dude, that's fair. Get out of here, science idiots. This is my safe space to be stupid. Short hair equals woke. Wokeness destroys the mind, body, and soul. Did you ever think that you had like a chance with Emma Watson or something? Is that why you're pissed off? Is that really why you thought you had a chance? Because I feel like that's the vibe that comes off of these people all the time, you know? They thought, oh, there's a chance someday I'm gonna make it happen. Like, nah, dude, no. Give me one good reason why 18-year-olds should be allowed to vote. I can't think of any, because they're adults and it's their right. Oh, was I supposed to give you like a list, or... You are not born black. Excuse me? You are not born lesbian, gay, black, transgender. It is a sin to live as LGBT. It is not God's will, but Jesus can change you. You know, I've always been the B in LGBT. Didn't realize it meant that. It doesn't, okay? They made Snow White not white. Think about that for a second. Do you think that the last name is supposed to be the color of her skin? Like that's a rule? Like in the book, it has like a little blurb somewhere that says, oh, by the way, just so you know, the reason she's called Snow White is because she's super white. And if you ever change the color of her skin, well, this is over. You broke the rules. Just get off your high horses and your pedestals and let that sink in. The only characters that haven't been race changed or orientation changed are white villains. You can pretty much remove those air quotes. Let what sink in? I've seen a black Kingpin, a female Starbuck, and a white Othello, and a flamboyantly gay Sherlock Holmes. My reactions ranged from that's awesome to who cares. But you know what absolutely none of those fictional characters was? An attack on anyone. And if your reaction to any fictional character is to freak the hell out so much you want to burn the Constitution over it, you need your head examined. The character's name is Snow White. Why do you think the character's name is Snow White? Don't be willfully ignorant. Okay! Asshole behavior. Some mornings I like to pop into Tesco and switch the cardboard sleeves around on these just for fun. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to think of something witty to say. If you do this to people, if you do things that you're affecting their body. You are affecting someone's body with your little prank. It's gross, you nasty, and you could hurt someone. Just saying. This was posted previously in a conservative Facebook group. Tragically, the Ferris wheel malfunctioned. Her only hope of survival was help from a superhero. Somebody help! This diet really tastes like regular Coke. But sadly, due to his conservative leanings, Spider-Man had been canceled. What are you talking about? Spider-Man ain't he's literally right there. He's dressed for the occasion and everything. Spider-Man wasn't canceled. Spider-Man's just being a dick. 21% of the people in the entire state live in Chicago. Illinois has always been a mostly red state, save Chicago and a handful of other counties. This is why the Electoral College is so important. Do you want California, New York, and a couple of other states deciding elections for the rest of this country? Learn from our misery. Chicago's one of the biggest cities on earth, you freaking moron. Springfield? Not even close. 90% of that state? There's like 12 people in each county. Why don't you chill the hell out and learn how population works? Land does not vote. They can't stop the 4 goats. Dude, there's a lot. There is so much in this image we could say. I think the only thing that I will say is, why the hell Andrew Tate there? Shouldn't he be in prison still? Why the hell is he here? He does not fit any of this. He is pointless. A wise woman sent this warning about protecting your lady bits. Be a help meet, not a street meat. No hymen, no diamond. Real men don't settle for blown out street meat. You literally don't even know what you're talking about. I remember Jesus telling his followers to never pay more for ice cream. That is true, he did indeed say that. Oh yeah, this ice cream that I feel is a totally normal price. Especially if it's that good ice cream, you know? Oh god, what is this? Insects contain, I still don't know how to say that word. Chitin? Chitin? It be chitin, bro. That cannot be processed by our intestines. But it is a very appetizing polysaccharide for cancer, parasites, fungus, and just about anything that causes disease. I don't know how to say this word. And I refuse to, I'm not going to look it up. No, you're going to have to tell me in the comments. That's the rule. They always contain metamorphic steroids, especially... Okay, I don't know what the hell you're saying. Super interesting, thank you. Is it possible to have the source of this data? I didn't research it, just sharing. Thanks. All I say is everything that's recommended by government agencies and elites of this world for your own safety and personal integrity should always be questioned. No, they don't want us to be well. I mean, to a certain extent, I get what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying. Our governments don't really want the vast majority of us to be well and be in good health. Especially not over here in the US, where a broken leg usually means you're in debt the rest of your life and you can't afford your bills anymore. And calling an ambulance could, in itself, be a financial death sentence. But you're being a little weird. I'm just saying. Man who believes Trump is still president pays to do a meet and greet with Trump and then tells his Facebook followers that he explained to Trump how he's still president. Sure. Look at how the real CICDJT looks at me. As I explained to 4-time major champion Brooks, whoever the hell you are, that this guy is still commander-in-chief via the Law of War Manual, Military Justice Act, Executive Orders, blah blah blah, etc. The person on the phone that Bossman has on speakerphone says that guy knows what he's talking about. Also, that's Bossman's actual attorney to my left, who is also a friend and also best friends with Siggy Flicker, who was also... Did you make that name up? That's not a real person, right? How many of you have genuinely tried to fly? Genuinely. How many of you have researched, trained, and truly tried to fly? None of you. Why? Because you think it's impossible. You've never pushed yourself because you believe the goal can never be achieved. You can totally tell he's not used to being in prison on human trafficking charges and stuff like that. You can really tell. It's crazy. Oh god, it's so tiny. How do I read it? Let's zoom in. How do you like your coffee? I don't like coffee, but if I had to drink one, give me the most bitter and strongest one you have. None of that soy boy garbage. No testosterone and soy boy liberal coffee. Mofos be drinking coffee with milk, whipped cream, soy milk, peanut butter. Peanut butter? That sounds kind of interesting. Wonder how that would work. All garbage, and they wonder why my shit doesn't stand up. No wonder why. I'll give you 10 reasons why you shit can't get hard. Okay. First, you a liberal. Second, you vote left. Third, you support feminism. Fourth, you believe in the stupid global warming. Fifth, your favorite car is a Tesla. No, the hell it is not. Get that crap out my face. Sixth, you watch anime. How the hell did you know that? 8, you watch the Kardashians. You're starting to lose me again. 9th, you can't name 3 boxers. Hold on, I'm trying. I'm actually trying. Hold on a second. Do they have to be actively boxing right now, or can they be retired? 10th, you like your coffee with soy boy. Oh, well, you already talked about the soy boy coffee crap. You can't add that in. Ponus, you identify as garbage. You have pronouns. Every man who goes by anything is not a real man. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're only a real man if you refuse to allow people to refer to you. Men do not have pronouns. They damn it. He... you know what? It's great that you had this argument in your head with no one. Victim. An established and complete woman. A victim of feminism. Again, these people don't see women as human beings. These people see women as accessories to the men. To these people, a woman is simply a piece of jewelry that gives you babies that you can raise to be literally identical to yourself so that you can further whatever ideals you have, rather than letting them be people. None of this shit comes from a place of love with them. They don't see their family as actual people that deserve to live their own lives and be their own beings. They do not like that at all. A livable wage. That's just nonsense. Pay more? Some of y'all kill me with this we deserve more money. Newsflash, fast food is not a career. Oh, dude, that is so fucking incorrect. It's sad. Those jobs are for high school kids, college kids, and people retired who want a part-time job. Damn, you lost it so quickly. So quick. Record time. Do y'all realize how stupid that sounds? You're never gonna make a no, that's not true. That's simply not true. Now, don't get me wrong. With inflation, we do need a cost of living raise for minimum wage. But y'all act like y'all deserve $40 an hour to flip a burger. You're the one who still goes to the places that warrant this job existing in the first place. And yeah, at this point, I do believe in order for people to really survive, the $15 an hour minimum wage bullcrap has been going on so long. I think that the real minimum wage is supposed to be like, what, $32, $33 an hour if you want to survive? Damn, what do you do for a living, huh? It's great that you had this list of people you don't respect ready to go. The perfect diet has one hard rule. Eat real food, not food-like substances. Can you find a donut in nature? Nope. Can you find an apple in nature? Yes. Well, Mark, it's kind of funny that you mentioned things like apples because I'm pretty sure 90% of the things that we find in nature have been genetically modified to be significantly better for us, grow more efficiently, and be more resistant in general. Have you ever seen a banana before it was genetically modified? Why don't you look that one up, Mr. MD? God damn. The exact time Sam Smith sang Unholy at the Grammys, the earthquake struck Turkey. Coincidence? I don't think so. People losing their minds over The Last of Us. I mean, I have, in a great way. The show is awesome. I'll say it. Go woke, go broke. So half the main characters in this show have been gay. Last time I checked, 50% of the world isn't gay. You'd be surprised, pal. They have to stop pushing this down our throats or we'll stop watching TV and going to the movies, if you haven't already. You know what's funny? Each episode continues to break records from the previous episode. I think since episode 1, it's up over 70% in viewership from the premiere. They're definitely going broke. Oh, they're going so broke. Never miss an opportunity to crap on your opponents. We talking literally? Breaking. Former President Jimmy Carter has entered hospice care. He's lived a Oh, no. It's this woman. Okay, Laura Loomer at twitter.com. Come on, man. Really? You're gonna try and crap on Jimmy Carter? We've seen this one before, too. I'm sorry, it just needs to be said. You're an asshole. Can't imagine anything gayer than 2 men in a car. Drive alone or with a woman. Can you explain to me why the hell is it Aloy? It's Aloy, right? Has a beard? Tell me you've never been up close to a woman without telling me you've never been up close to a woman. This dude will go first. Really called that a beard, huh? Damn, that's a beard? Okay. I love paying hidden service fees. Same. He's so embarrassing. Concert tickets are hard enough to get. You shouldn't have to pay surprise. Well, see, look, that may not have been something that needed to be at the top of the list, but it's a start, and it feels easy enough to get moving, you know? Let's bankrupt Ticketmaster, AXS. Let's just get rid of them. I'm not even kidding. Let's burn those buildings to the freaking ground. Let's get rid of the companies entirely. They're disgusting, okay? I'm sick and tired of going on an app, finding a ticket for $20, and then checking out at $197 freaking dollars. It's ridiculous how that's legal. My team's going to try to keep companies from ripping you off. How dare you? Somebody make it make sense. No, why would they do that? Despite my hesitation, I decided to take the girls to our local library and let them peruse. Well, I won't be doing that again unless some major changes, blah, blah, blah. Blank wanted to pick out a book to practice reading this week, and like any child her age, picked out one that was on display in the children's section and had a fun cover image. Here's the child's book. Absolutely terrible. Okay, I'll bite. What's going on here exactly? Okay, it's a pigeon with was it an olive branch? What's the problem here? Is this like the contents of this book insanely gory and horrific or something? Old and busted. Flat Earth. New hotness. Super giant ancient trees. Wait, what? The top picture is a tree stump I found in my neighborhood. The bottom is Table Rock, Oregon. I don't believe it for 1 second, sir. I mean, it's pretty hilarious though, right? Super giant ancient trees are so fun to think about. I really like the idea that trees used to be huge and the trees we have now are just little moss leaflets. Now imagine the size of the being who cut it down and left the petrified tree stump. Man, if there were any creatures that big out there, the planet would be incredibly small, like almost impossible to live on small for them. How could Biden do this? Praying for everyone in the Middle East. Why are so many wars breaking out under the Biden administration? It's odd. Right. How could he do this? Woman sees her daughters as wombs to be given to the Lord. Yeah. Did you know I wanted sons? I've never been a girl's girl. I had mostly guy friends growing up. I've never been super emotional, never desired being a mom. So when God gave me 7 daughters, I was shocked. I never wanted to be a mom, so I had 7 f***ing kids. When most people see my 7 daughters, they pity me. They see 7 weddings to pay for, 7 periods, 7 hormonal time bombs, 7 financial burdens, 7 heads of hair to do, 7 sets of emotions, 7 dream queens. But God's given me his eyes. I see 7 beautiful daughters of a king, 7 future faithful wives, 7 wombs to be given to the Lord, 7 good stewards of the Lord, 7 empathetic, emotionally healthy girls, 7 future besties, and 7 heads full of favor and covered in anointing. God's given me the honor of a ministry of the womb, and I'm so excited to share all of his wisdom with my daughters as they raise future... Okay, I'm gonna stop you there. No one gives a shit, Carissa. I'm sorry. Even your 927,000 Facebook friends, because you don't know how to stop, don't care. I'm sorry. However, I feel like your daughters care, or if they don't now, they will, at a certain point in time, care that you only see them as wombs. It's creepy, dude. It's creepy. North Dakota senator who called for long-term mRNA damage study killed in freak plane crash. Okay, that's not how evolution works. Oh wait, here we go. It's not evolution, it's theory of evolution. On one hand, they say it took millions of years to evolve from one to another, but can't accept if we accept their theory, women also come under evolution. There's no human on Earth who's millions years old. Why am saying that? Or why I am saying that? It's because if we accept this theory, man require millions of years to evolve into women. Holy wow. And because no human man is this million old, so evolution of man into women can never happen. Even if it happens, one species require its female male to produce children. Holy crap. And you know damn well, not a single thing you could say to this person would ever allow them to stop and think hard enough to maybe change their minds. It's not possible. Breaking. Biden has ordered the FBI to make unannounced home visits to Trump supporters nationwide. Well, that's a giant fucking lie. Over 100,000 such knock and talk visits have occurred. Don't know where you got that number at all. Oh, that's right. You're just saying stuff. You're just shouting out words online. And there are a lot of people out there that are stupid enough to fully believe it. Right. They can kiss my Georgia peach. all they'll hear through my unopened front door is show me a warrant, and if you don't have one, please put all correspondence in writing. You already have my email. You're not important enough. You're not. I know that it's not meant to be like some sort of burn. None of us are important enough for something that grand scale and ridiculous. Straight up. Absolutely not. Republican politicians scared of young voters and Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's gonna mess up this whole election. The Democrats view this one as too important. She's gotten 2 million kids to register in the last couple of weeks. Good. Oh no! Adults, because kids can't vote, adults are registering to vote. Oh no! As is their literal right. Absolute right to do so. And they should be doing it. She'll be talking them into voting D at some point later in time. Yeah, I doubt it. It's entirely sad that anyone cares who this woman tells them to vote for. I do not believe she has told anyone to vote for anyone, as of yet anyway. Maybe she has. All I know is that she's told people to vote, or register to vote. Oh, jeez. Republican moms should be refusing to pay for her indoctrination of their children via concerts and merch. Oh, eat your heart out, crybaby. Transvestigators are crazy. They're not just crazy, they're legitimately stupid. Like, they are actually stupid. So I try not to make fun of them. I'm just kidding. Screw these people, man. Margot Robbie is trending. This is a dude. You can see that, right? Man, it's so funny the lengths they go to. The lengths they go to, my man. It's impressive. God. Really? Margot Robbie? Really? Out of all the people you could have picked today, you had to... Wow. All right. Somebody got pissed watching the Barbie movie. Someone got the wrong message watching the Barbie movie and decided to continue being a psycho. Yeah, if Margot Robbie's a dude, then I got big news for my family this Thanksgiving, man. Anyone feeling late-stage Empire vibes? Watching the Roman Empire collapse again, but with Wi-Fi and memes this time. You know, Elon, it's cute that you think you'd be safe in the event of a total global collapse. No amount of money is gonna save you, you frickin' gremlin boy. So, sure, pal, sure. Also, who'd you steal that meme from? Because I know damn well you didn't come up with it yourself. Seatbelts are for the woke! And somehow we did it with two-wheel rear drive, no anti-lock brakes, wait, what? Non-pause traction, no traction control, on-bias ply tires, vehicles. And it was no big deal. No big deal? Excuse me, when was the last time you got into an accident in one of those cars? Hopefully never, because if you did, you'd be dead. A fender bender backing into a fire hydrant would kill you driving one of those pieces of garbage. Oh man, I love that though. Seatbelts? Oh man, you know what? I'm surprised as many people wear seatbelts as they do, considering it's a mandate. You gotta wear them. You know? I'm surprised there aren't more people out there starting a movement, man. Let's stop wearing seatbelts. Go ahead. If it is secret, how do they have all these numbers? New. Biden's DHS has a secret program allowing illegal migrants to choose from 43 U.S. cities via an app, purchase airline tickets, and arrive discreetly on ghost flights directly from their native countries. Over 210,000 foreign nationals have been processed since January via the CBP One app. So it's this giant conspiracy mega secret. And you even know the name of the giant conspiracy secret application. Is it iPhone only? No, probably not. I would imagine it also has Android capability. Oh, darn. It's funny because all these people that bitch about people coming over illegally also, for some strange reason, aren't real big fans of doing it legally. Now, I wonder why that is. Yeah, man, I should tell my girlfriend when it comes time to just use this secret app, because then we can skip everything. Come volunteer, first for 5 hours, and then we'll talk from there. What? We're hiring urgently. Okay, let's see. 18 an hour, Monday through Friday, Saturday night off. Ooh! Responsibilities. Okay, seems pretty normal. Please note that before you're officially hired, you must complete a trial shift. Isn't that illegal?
No, seriously, isn't that against the law to ask people to do that? I mean, probably not explicitly in this current form, because if somebody is willing to do something for free, I guess it's not the end of the world, but I don't think anyone should be allowed to do this. An interview or a set of interviews is one thing, okay? But if you're asking someone to work and provide their labor, no, you are going to pay them, okay? Are you going to back pay them if you hire them? What's going to happen if you decide that they're not worthy? Oh, you got free labor anyway, you freaking bitch. What rhymes with climate change? Bullshit. You know, the only reason this guy's saying that is because he's 72 and doesn't have to give a fuck anymore because he's gonna die in the next few years and leave the problem to us. That's the only reason them boomers and Gen Xers don't really give too much of a shit about the whole thing, even though they know it's real. Yeah, if someone's keen to have fewer humans on Earth, they should start with themselves. You know, I did not have Elon Musk telling people to kill themselves on Twitter, because it's called Twitter, not X. Didn't have that on my bingo card, but well, I guess that's one more square towards blackout. Oh, God. You know, Elon, maybe you should take your own goddamn advice, smartass. I've already had enough. I'm sick of Taylor Swift. No one asked your opinion on her at all. And I think it's crazy that people are sick of Taylor Swift or sick of this celebrity. You can stop paying attention at any time. I don't pay attention to Taylor Swift at all. You know what's crazy? I'm not sick of her. Why? Because I'm in control of what I pay attention to. You dipshit. True story. I just got back from a party. A female at my job apparently doesn't have friends, or at my job apparently, okay, you learned to write, invited all her coworkers, including me, to a house gathering. She kept pushing me to go to her party because she knew I was an introvert. We all went. There were 15 females, or as you know, the proper way to pronounce it, like tamales, famales. The 4 guys at the, wait, oh my God, I can't read. Now I can't read. He can't write, I can't read, okay? There were 15 females and 4 guys at the party. The whole time I was playing my iPad game, Risk. The other guys were talking to, other guys about the game. Not one of us tried to hook up with any chick. All the females sat and watched us get, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, we're done with that. That hurts to read, pal. They're coming for IVF. What do you or your faith tradition think of IVF? Is it a sin? Why or why not? Also, name your faith group if you'd like. Biggest concern for those of us who are pro-life is that IVF usually results in multiple eggs being fertilized and the leftovers being destroyed. To many of us, that is murder. Science is neat. Adoption is beautiful. It's been decades since anyone has heard about Denzel, since he was blacklisted. What? Okay, I'd rather stand with God and be condemned by the world than to stand with the world and be condemned by God. Love this guy. Probably why Hollywood blacklisted him. He came out loving Jesus. Everyone knows that the people that run Hollywood don't believe in Jesus, and when actors support it, they get vicious. Okay. You know, there's another actor that totally got blacklisted recently for his hardcore Christian beliefs, Mr. Chris Pratt. You know, I don't see him anywhere. He's just gone. You know? It's almost like, did they recast him in Guardians 3? No! Of course they didn't. What the hell do you mean Denzel Washington was blacklisted? Absolutely not. There's a certain point you can get to as an actor where that's not possible, especially when you've already had such a long and ridiculously awesome career. Fascism isn't real. It's a made-up term for liberals to distance themselves from their crimes. Fascism is just radical liberalism. Name a single thing fascists did that liberals haven't done. Wow. Damn. You're gonna win a gold medal with them gymnastics, pal. I'm not sure what the point he's trying to make here is, so I hate political post. Continues to political post, but went down the online rabbit hole early today. Between Obama and Biden, they've appointed 57 four-star generals. For a perspective, there have only been 256 four-star generals in all of U.S. history. Since George Washington, yes, he was the first only to become A5 posthumously. The father of USA was dead when he became A5. Let that sit for an active abuse of power. I gotta tell you, man, okay. Photo taken in 1970. Where are the obese? Are they chatting and not distracted by technology? They aren't wearing sunglasses. Wow. Since they didn't wear sunscreen, why didn't they have skin cancer? No lines in the sky. What else am I missing here? Seems like a great time to be alive. Honestly, for a split second, because that image was a little small, I thought it was a painting and was gonna lose my freaking mind. Oh, dude, you're stupid as hell. You're a dipshit. You're a buffoon. You are a fool. Since they didn't wear sunscreen. What? Did they tell you that? Did they all tell you that? Where'd you get that from? I do have to say, though, not wearing sunglasses? You know what this means. They're lizard people. If anyone sees these on the shelf in your local grocery or convenience stores, don't buy them. They're cans of carbonated and flavored water. Ew! If you check their website, they market how they place a curse in every can and boast of how many customers who have sold their souls to the company. Not that anyone can actually sell their soul. Then what are you fucking afraid of? Seriously, check the website. I've seen this product everywhere I've been this last year. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. Curses are not to be taken lightly. I know I sound insane, but who's actually is it? You are. It's water. Quit being such a pussy, dude. Foreign languages are hard. Joe Biden's social media team is so incompetent they can't even spell Zelensky's name right. I'm sure it's spelled correctly on that $325 million check. Wow, Joey. Wow. Slavic women's last names almost always end with an A or an A. Do men like this seriously exist? Say what you want, but I've never had to pay to piss in Canada or the US. What if they poop in it? Women can't differentiate what's coming when they start pushing, as far as I know. Yeah, you know nothing. That cop-out does not work on you. It does not. You can't go as far as I know when you say something that insane. How would libertarian libraries work? Easy. You go to cheap private school and you steal. So I'm a libertarian. I would prefer we didn't have taxpayer libraries in the first place. Then we wouldn't have this problem. How would libraries exist? Either they'd be private. Oh, you mean like a fucking bookstore? Either they'd be private or we would just have bookstores. Oh, that is what you meant. No. You know, there's no either there. A privately run library is just a store. It's just going to be a store. Or ebooks. Or the internet. Growing up, my dad took me to the bookstore in the mall every Saturday, and I would often spend hours in there. 99% of the time, we didn't buy anything. Yeah, you go ahead and talk to the people running that company how happy they would be to hear that. You know, just ask them. Never needed a taxpayer library. Not to mention my private school, which wasn't even $300 a month. Wow, real cheap. Would provide anything I needed for it. Nowadays, there's YouTube and You are so stupid. You're such a moron. I'm so tired. Are we really going to start waging war against the goddamn libraries? Because you know it's more than just old-ass boring books. It's more than that. There is a lot more going on. Seriously, check your local library's website. Check it right now and see what sort of shit they do that's not just lending books, okay? As a kid, it was the only reason I ever got to watch movies. It's the only reason I ever got internet access, the ability to play any games or do anything on a computer. My library. And they go far beyond that. There are some out there that allow you to check out things like vacuum cleaners and stuff because, you know, not a lot of people even have the $60 it costs to buy a normal vacuum cleaner for the home. Simple, nice stuff. And it's one of the last places in human existence, regardless of the country, really, I guess, mainly in the US, I'd say, one of the last places in human existence where you're not required or expected to spend a bunch of money to be in that space, okay? Why even ask if you're going to deny the answer? You know why. One-on-one with Senator John Fetterman. What happened to his slow, incoherent speech? Right, therapy's a lie. He had a stroke that affected his ability to speak. He's recovered from the stroke and recovered his speaking ability. No, he didn't. Shut the fuck up, MAGA Barbie bitch. Chiefs game wasn't first Taylor Swift. What? Oh, date. Learn to write a damn headline. Is Taylor Swift perhaps a trans agent? Wow. Old woman on the left would be perfect companion for a gay. What the shit does that mean? Well, what does that mean? They are literally writing gay fan fiction and they don't even know. No, they do. They're fully aware and they love it. I ate a banana earlier and an apple tonight. I'm very worried that it could literally kill me. My body's never had fruit or vegetables and I fear it will not handle them well. I've had fewer than 25 servings of fruit and fewer than 25 servings of vegetables in the last 25 years. Wow. I did have a ribeye tonight. Didn't taste as good after the apple. What, did you eat it straight after an apple? You pound that Granny Smith and then go for a ribeye? I want to look like I'm 22 years old again. Oh, that makes me sad, man. I want to look young and good again, so I tried an apple and a banana. I hope it works. It's not rocket science. This is the design that an airplane needs to reach a top speed of Mach 3.2. So, if you believe this thing is able to reach a maximum speed of Mach 23, you're not thinking clearly. You're not thinking at all. How to win any court case. All right, let's see. How do we do this? A little bit more on the method. The court method in court. This is the iteration method when facing any action in one of their courts. You may take these 3 iterations as your only replies. Your Honor, for and on the record of this court, I am a living man. The blood flows and yeah, let's see how well that one works. Your Honor, just to reiterate, for and upon the record of this court, I am a... Oh my god. Okay, I get it. And there's the final end of the nightmare. He has no further recourse, no other jurisdiction to exercise, and has to exit permanently. Yeah, go ahead and try that. You know what? If you have a lawyer, show that lawyer this and see how fast they quit or kick your ass. Who knew you could get away with any crime by saying 3 little phrases? It's a hack the liberals don't want you to know. So he now knows more than Lockheed Martin and Boeing when it comes to designing aircraft. Oh, well, of course he would. On numerous occasions, I told the Air Force and Lockheed Martin that the F-35 fighter jet is, in effect, defective because it only has 1 engine. What? They told me that the engine is so good and reliable that it will never break down. I said that's not possible. Well, to be fair, if somebody told me that an engine would never and will never break down, I'd probably respond with, oh, bullshit. Everything breaks down at one time or another. Of course, you see, what I just said is backed up with literally 0 knowledge at all. What do I know about the engines that go into fighter jets? Nothing! Just like this guy, dude! Well, an F-35 fell out of the sky yesterday. Here we go again. I also recommended to bad maintenance Boeing that they should lengthen the unattractive, fat, and slow 737 to get a larger plane. Oh my god, I cannot believe you are telling engineers how they should design a safer and better... Well, no, you don't give a shit about safety at all. I'm sorry, it's crazy. It's impressively crazy. This may be the most batshit account. Oh, Christ, what is this one? All right. Salma Hayek, arrested. Military tribunal, executed. Crimes against humanity, adrenochrome. Age 36 years old through 52 years old. The storm has arrived. No way, someone just watched The Dark Knight Rises and got a boner. Bro, quit fucking playing, man. Knock it off. This is embarrassing. Do you really think for 1 second some random checkmark with that handle, by the way, is gonna be part of some weird screwed up military tribunal? No, you're gonna be one of the people executed, all right? If this were to happen, you're not gonna be the judge sitting atop a bunch of fucking files, okay? I'm sorry. Watch Batman again, see if you can pick up on any other messages, and have a great day, Dingleberry. Donald Jonathan Jameson Trump says, World War III! Man, look at those numbers. 6,000 whole likes. Wait, is this on Truth? Is that what it's called? Why do I care? I don't. Oh my god. There are certainly other factors at play, but heavy use of C-sections allows for a larger brain, as brain size has historically been limited by birth canal diameter. Oh man. A guy with enough money, for real, to maybe augment himself in some way to be actually smart. But instead, he says this. Do you consider Russia the enemy? They bombed my home, so yeah. So sounds like you're making an emotional appeal. I asked you why they are considered the enemy. No you did f***ing not. What? Do you consider Russia the enemy? Yes, I do. I asked you why they are considered that. You're a f***ing idiot. My Twitter account says I've subscribed to Twitter Blue. I haven't. My Twitter account says that I've given a phone number. I haven't. You're welcome. Oh yeah, back when he was so desperate, he was just bullied into paying for certain accounts. Stephen King wouldn't suck his balls, so he went, fine, sir. I'll pay for it for you. That was so fun. Oh, come on, Amazon. Pander much? What am I looking at here? Amazon Essentials men's regular fit long sleeve pocket. Oh, a shirt. Okay, so the model's in a wheelchair and that's pandering? I'm confused. Then again, I think you are too. So a clothes model in a wheelchair can't model for clothes? Honest answer, if the goal is to sell shirts to people not in wheelchairs, no. I don't think that is specifically the goal at all, actually. How to defeat the chemtrails on a hot sunny day. Get a tea towel, soak it in cheap, clear vinegar, then hang it on the washing line. On my third go today, the sky was completely covered in that milky white crap, so I did my tea towel thing twice, and an hour later they were gone. Don't know if they noticed the huge hole I made in their chemtrail, but they came back, so one more go should dissipate these few in a half an hour. Something about the vinegar neutralizes or alkalizes them. Alright, neutralizes I can understand, but alkalizes? Is that a word you just learned about? I've cleared a massive hole of just clear blue sky right above me for most of the afternoon? Don't worry, I can read, I promise. If we all do it, the amount of money they're wasting on these chemtrails, and we can zap them all out with tea towels soaked in clear vinegar. Can you imagine? Can you imagine developing chemtrails as this massive weapon to enslave all of mankind? But one small thing defeats you. Tea towels and vinegar. No! No! They figured out our only f***ing weakness. When schools were closed, Biden, hey Joe, you closed them. Lauren, actually shut the fuck up. I, a mom and grandmother with no criminal history, have lived like this since January 6th. The box on my ankle holding me inside the house, unable to live. In 13 days, the government will force me to endure a 51-month sentence because the last 3 years of confinement means nothing. I don't give a shit. Exposing the elite agenda. Instead of saying, I trust science and experts, it would be more honest to say, I don't have the cognitive capacity to think critically for myself, and so I default to believing whatever most people believe in so that I never have to feel as gullible as I actually am. Remember, your inability to grasp the simplest concepts of science is not a valid argument against it. Okay? I do trust science and the experts. Why? Because, yeah, I do not have the cognitive capacity to understand the world as they do. There is a reason they do what they do, just like there is a reason that I read memes, okay? I don't understand science, so you're a goddamn idiot. Never forget, it wasn't the sickness that created the zombies. It was the cure. Good movie? Do not watch the theatrical ending. Make sure you watch the extended, because the original ending sucked. Did you know that Trump is the only president that never owned slaves? Even Obama family did. Did you also know Trump dated a black woman? Trump frowns on behavior, not color. You are such an obvious bot. That is very true. A bot that is probably poised to respond with, oh, you don't believe Obama had the slaves? Look it up research for yourself. My Delta flight from Phoenix appears to be flying migrants who cross the border and are being shipped to New York. When I asked a Delta representative if this was the case, his response was, what does it matter? They're humans too. What is happening? Delta rep really must have gagged your ass, made you run to Twitter because you had nothing to say. The fact that Disney Plus will release a movie about a girl getting pregnant by the devil in a one-night stand, but Disney, Amazon, Netflix, and Hulu all refuse to stream Sound of Freedom should tell you everything you need to know. It doesn't tell me anything other than maybe they're asking for too much money. Maybe they're asking for a little too much to license that movie. You know, the one that sold out theaters everywhere, but usually only got like 2 people in each screening. I do need to watch this thing. I need to. I've seen the Blu-ray a couple of times in person. I'll drop the money on whatever the hell that thing is. Something's a little sussy there. America is in a constitutional crisis. The admin is enabling a full-scale border invasion and harboring illegal migrants. The courts are engaging in judicial tyranny. The government is politically weaponized against the people. Soon, national divorce may be our only option. You mean to say government bad? Really? Really, Ms. Green? When did you learn that? When did you learn government mean? Ariel, the cabal are finished. Nowhere to run. All cars are blocked from all roads. All roads are now shut down in Europe. All subway systems are now shut down in Europe. All trains are now shut down in Oh my God. Okay. People, listen to me. You're gonna get cover stories. Remember, none of this is supposed to look like a military coup. Do you understand? I have no idea what this is. Okay, let's see what this one's about. A 7,000 to 6,000-year-old burial of a young woman, aged around 20 when she died, and her newborn baby in Denmark. By her head were 200 red deer teeth, and the child is cradled in the wing of a swan with a flint knife at its hip. It's thought that the pair died together in childbirth. 7,000 years? Even Denmark didn't know it was Denmark. The lies we get from science is amazing. How did they took their picture 6,000 years ago? Science and lies. Maybe it's possible if you mention 60 to 70 years ago, but 6 to 7,000 years? Not possible, man. It's fake and so-called story. All right, sure, man. Whatever you say, I guess. I'm gonna go watch that migration movie from Illumination and forget you exist. My amazing wife got me the one thing I wanted for Christmas. 400 rounds of 30-06. I'm not bragging. I'm letting all my allies know we are prepared to fight, or fite, if you will, and die for our freedom. Oh, yes. Americans are the only people on Earth that fight to protect their freedoms. It'd be my greatest honor to die next to y'all patriots, fitting this tyranny. The system is rigged. I'm prepared physically, mentally, and spiritually for 1776 to commence again. Okay. I know there's a king now, but you gotta chill the hell out. And I know there are millions of y'all. We will have to stand together to fite this evil. Who will fite with me? Who else has no fear? This guy, look at this guy, obviously lives in a nice home, fresh new shirt, a butt ton of ammunition, a Christmas tree, a loving wife, what must be a decent life. The tyrannical world that he lives in. Look at how put upon he must be. He's so persecuted against. It just makes you so mad. Thrust off the wall, thrust off the water, thrust off the air, thrust off of a void of physical matter? A void of physical matter? What do you think happens to rocket fuel in space? What exactly do you think is going on up there? This picture alone destroys the globe Earth theory. What? Wait. Hold on. All right. Flat Earth. I see what you're referring to. The water is cascading down off of the globe, but laying, as we perceive it, flat on the ground inside the basin of the fountain. Gotcha. You know what? Never thought about it that way before. Actors. Man, someone is so envious of astronauts. I'm envious of astronauts. First of all, I wish I were that smart. Second of all, I wish I were that smart and brave so that I could go to space too, man. Oh boy, what is he tisking about? The official data image showing satellite debris that's currently orbiting Earth. NASA live feed. Only an idiot can believe. How tiny do you think the Earth actually is? When you pick up a box of crackers from your local grocery store and see the big cracker on the outside, and you read enlarged to show detail, do you actually comprehend that statement that's made there? 2024, the chase continues. All right, let's see what you're running from because you're so put upon. Societal pressure. Hey, look, aren't we all? Conformity. All right, just be goth. Hegelian dialectic? What? Groupthink. Stockholm syndrome, brainwashing, logical fallacies, cognitive dissonance, indoctrination, propaganda. Okay, wait. So many things could be said about this image and how you think of yourself, but do you actually think you're immune to some kind of propaganda? Literally, none of us are. It's been a wartime tactic, or actually it's been a tactic in general, since we woke up. What is this? What's this? I see what's going on here. Gee whiz, I have no idea. Okay, I think it's finally time we talk about this. There has never been a male-born president. They're all inverted. However, do not throw the baby out with the bathwater. There are good inverted people fighting on the sign of good. If you don't believe me, I don't care. Abraham Lincoln was born female? For crying out loud. Oh my god. Inverted people, you freak? What the hell? Interesting. How did Hollywood know what the Earth looked like before NASA? Okay, but that image is hilarious though. That's actually funny as shit. Come on. You can already see the hair. What am I looking at? God, what is the point of that goddamn mountain? I mean, not the mountain itself. Why did we do that? DEI must DIE. The point was to end discrimination, not replace it with different discrimination. Diversity, equity, and inclusion are propaganda words for racism, sexism, and other isms. This is just as morally wrong as any other racism and sexism. Changing the target class doesn't make it right. Man, and it doesn't matter what direction you move, everything everything's evil and bad and terrible and tyrannical and blah, blah, blah. Any attempt at any sort of progress, well, that goalpost has to be moved to fucking Mars, I guess. Everything. I feel like this is going to be the last normal Christmas of my lifetime. I hate that I feel this way. No pep talks will change how I feel. I know I'm not the only one. If you know, you know. Carol, I don't give a shit. I really don't care how you feel at Christmas time. Normally, I'm a pretty empathetic person, but I do know. I know. You know? You're not being subtle about it, man. You may as well be screaming this shit. Poor you. It's such nonsense. You are loved. 1. You don't need an inanimate object like a bus loving you, or a random stranger in charge of marketing and corporate messaging deciding it reads well to tell you that you are... Wait. Oh, that are you... Wow. Holy crap, dude. So it's obviously meaningless. Okay. 2. It implies that without this anonymous, meaningless validation, you wouldn't be. I could kind of see what you mean there, I guess. You know, it's just a reminder for people that have clearly not been loved that, hey, look, there are good people out there that do appreciate you, that do love you. You are important. Don't go nowhere. Why would you need this rando saying it if your family and friends would? So, obviously, your family and friends don't love you, and your only source of love is this marketing Yeah, that is a problem. If that is your only source of love is a bus, damn it, the people in your life need to get out of your life. You need to get them out of your life. Stop manipulating vulnerable people. The flag is also homophobic, anti-women, promotes body dissociation and sterilization, sanitizes prostitution, and conflates a paraphilia with being gay or black, but that's just in addition. What the hell are you talking about? What would, huh? When you question if you're eating beef and start to hear why Ronald wears red shoes, McDonald's alone serves 68 million people per day. Ain't enough cows in the world to keep up with that demand, yo. They serving people. Ground up people with child DNA. Yeah, you gotta admit, McDonald's does put a huge strain on the world's meat supply chain. For sure. Absolutely it does. They're only the most successful and valuable food brand or chain, in the world or some crazy shit? It's McDonald's. Of course they're going to stress out a supply chain. You know what? Wouldn't surprise me if Soylent really was made of people, okay? Oh my god. Now it makes sense why Ronald McDonald wears red shoes, when you understand the symbolism behind it. He's a fucking clown. The symbolism is, Ronald McDonald is a clown who dresses in McDonald's colors. Now, everybody, what are McDonald's colors? That's right. You think Wayfair is bad? Wait until people start waking up to what this picture means. Are they doing the f***ing hokey pokey? What's happening here? These people are sick! Oh, they're imitating his little stance? Damn. This just in. Michelle Obama's ex-boyfriend, David Upchurch, has come forward to reveal that she is actually a man named Michael Robinson and only became Michelle after meeting Barack Obama and having prospects of becoming First Lady. It's official. Michelle Obama is a man. Yes, random dude says, my ex is actually a guy. Oh, it's official! Fuck! Oh my god, I can't believe that God himself came down and spoke the truth. Oh wait, who's that guy? So obviously, it's fake. Or sorry, so obvious it's fake, excuse me. Wakey people, be cool, not a NASA fool. Things that make you go, it doesn't make me go, at all. Good God. I think one of my favorite, debunking videos for this exact situation was actually a guy that worked in the film industry, and he explained how, we couldn't actually do what you thought we could do. There's no way Stanley Kubrick directed a fake moonwalk, guys. And wait a minute, isn't this behind the scenes from First Man or something like that? The moon landing never happened? Sorry, couldn't hear you. Sound doesn't travel through a vacuum. What if I scream loud enough? Do you think they could hear me? All done in a studio. They're all in the club. Man, even if it was fake, they did a great job and they made it look metal as hell, dude. I mean, honestly. cameraman on the moon? When you know, you know. It's laughable. I'm a medical coder for 10 plus years. I have yet to see a patient getting treated for measles, mumps, tuberculosis, diphtheria, rubella, or pertussis. These vaccines have no need to be given. Wow. Wow. How old are you? You made this, wow, really recently, too. For 10 plus years, and you wonder why you don't see anybody getting specifically treated for the things that you listed. Did the thought ever cross your mind that maybe we whooped some ass with a few of these? Hell, diphtheria. Isn't that what all the guys, or kids, excuse me, in Balto had? I know that doesn't have any bearing here, it's just that one spoke to me because I love that movie. I don't know, man. A medical coder? What exactly does that mean? I'm confused. If the Earth were really a sphere, from a pilot's point of view, the horizon would always tend to go down. Meanwhile, in reality, the horizon off... Do you think that pilots are like flying straight off of the planet? How do you think we Never mind, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Unfortunately, debates and such are completely useless to our society. I just talked to my dad about Q. I was a bit nervous as he's historically been a never-Trumper. He conceded it's possible, but also said life is tough and he's just trying to provide for himself and his family, which I get. I don't think you do. We had a good conversation before talking about Q where he conceded the possibility that a group of powerful families have conspired globally for malevolent intent. In any event, I planted the seed. God, I hope this happens soon. I'm so tired. Anything is possible, my guy. Sure, the trillionaires have a shadow organization. They haven't really been doing much, and it seems like quite a few of them do get caught in the end, though, doesn't it? Not all of them, but a few. Nice kid walks into the restaurant yesterday looking for a job, hands me his resume and shakes my hand before walking out the door. Me starts skimming resume while telling kitchen supervisor that he seems pretty cool until I discover line 3 just says, vaccinated. Me yells, just kidding, and tosses resume. Well, what did his resume say? That he's still enabling propaganda. He has no place here, at least while I'm running it. Portland has way too many brainwashed that, man, it's kind of funny how many people with this mindset have probably gotten a loved one killed because they're the smartest person in the world. Rather than be judgy and snotty, I'll just rewrite this. Please stop providing your vax status as it's no longer relevant in getting/maintaining a job. Also, if you're suffering from any effects from the shots, please feel free to reach out for health suggestions on how to... Oh man, and you're going to get people killed by telling them they can cure any disease by putting onions in their shoes or something like that. Shut the hell up. Mama, lover, healer, fighter, thinker, sun worshiper, pure DNA. Ooh, yeah, pure DNA, huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What's that mean? Hey, lover, what's that mean? What are you talking about? Also thinker? Yeah, that word's pulling a lot of weight with you, isn't it? Holy crap! Y'all, when someone identifies, I'll have my service dog with me, it's never okay to ask, is it a real service dog? Jesus Christ. Sincerely, Lynn and Zoe. Yeah, with your crossed legs and cute shoes, it definitely seems like she's a service dog. Why would anyone question this? Oh, she's so cute though. She didn't do anything wrong. This is Daniel Radcliffe's Harry Potter girlfriend. Now, what do you see? Women don't rest their arm on men's shoulders. He's a shorter guy. Why can't she? Look, Daniel Radcliffe is a shorter fella. He rocks it. One of the coolest dudes in the world, absolutely. But, oh, I know what you're saying. You're a dumbass. If you don't know that these people sold their soul to destroy and take away your liberty and corrupt morals within you, you just don't want to wake up. If you're seeing this, you're finally awake and your eyes are open. And now you can, oh, Taylor Swift is actually a 12-foot demon lord? How does that make her any less great? No. You riddle me that. How does that image make Taylor Swift look less cool or more evil or bad? I'm sorry. You made her way cooler in my eyes. Why did you sleep with him even though you knew he had a wife? Why did he invite me to his room, take off his clothes, and corner me when I came out of the bathroom even though he knew he had a wife? Takes two to tango, folks. Taylor Swift's associates are dismayed at the publication of a 5,000-word New York Times opinion piece that openly speculated on her sexuality and whether or not she is a closeted queer person. Wow, that's disgusting of someone to do. What the hell is this? Your coward ass is always hiding behind press releases. You're a spineless loser. What, for calling somebody out? She's a spineless loser for calling somebody out? Excuse me? I don't know if she personally did it. She might be the type of person who maybe heard about it from her associates and went, I don't give a shit. I'm me, and I've got hundreds of millions of dollars and can do whatever I want. Who cares? It is pretty disrespectful, I would imagine. to read an article about yourself speculating on your sexuality. It's none of your fucking business, unless someone makes it your business. I didn't know at the time, but I was pregnant when I took this one. Absolutely gorgeous. Lady, you're beautiful, and if we were not related, I'd be chasing you down with a roll of duct tape and we'd be dating. Okay, thank you. Man, I really want to know what the relation is there, man. So one of my friends had a cute idea. Get a tattoo of something your child drew. Colt is actually very creative and draws a lot. So I asked him to make me a picture. Anything he wants, and I'll get it tattooed. Well, he knows me first of all. Sorry, he knows me well first of all. See, I swap letters around and words, entire words, a lot. Photo 1 is the first one he brought me. I said, wow, bud, I love it. But let's draw something you want too. Photo 2 is the second drawing. I'm thinking I'm gonna get it, honestly. Hold on a second. What does it say? It says Biden, yeah, right. Trump, oh yeah. You want to get that one? You want to get Biden's name in a heart on you? Did this guy go through with it? Biden, yeah, right. Woo! Look at you, dude. You love Biden and Trump. I don't know. The message might get lost. How careless. How did you lose the technology to the greatest achievement of mankind? You can't lose something you never had. Things that make you go, 1950s. Today, we lost that technology. What technology are you referring to? Do you mean that? No, I'm kind of confused. Are you implying that NASA said, oops, don't know how to go to moon no more? Because I don't think that's the case. I think it's because they get like $4 a year to do anything. And before you say actually they get like $18 to $20 billion a year, I get it. But surprise, surprise, I don't think that's enough. You know what I mean? Many words have trans in them. Transport, translate, transcribe, etc. But cis? Before recently, it was only used in one word before it was hailed as how to discriminate not trans people. A cistern. You know, the thing in a toilet. They're comparing biological women to toilets. Lovely. Damn, how much Googling did you have to do to invent that argument? Wait, I can explain. This is just... yeah, Barbie. My cousin's toys were left here. What am I looking at? I don't want to know. My son successfully spent the night at his girlfriend's house last night. My husband was hating so bad, like, man, shut up and drop him off at his girl crib. Before I send... What? That mother and son bond is undescribable. He was going regardless. I'm just glad he was comfortable enough to ask and be honest. Yes, I made sure he had everything he needed. The little girl mom work overnights. But she said it was cool, though. My baby in a Uber on his way home now. This was not an easy decision to make. How old is he? 12. Okay. Tory MP's anti-trans man in a wig comments recorded as hate incident by police. It is a man in a wig and a dress. That's a picture of the Tory MP. Nice. Good one. Fan question. My son's teacher refuses to help him wipe. Is that normal? Huh? My son is 4 and is in pre-K. Today when he got home, he informed me that his teacher will not help him wipe his butt, which aggravates me. Yes, he is learning how to wipe. He's 4, so obviously he doesn't always do his best and can't get it all. Thankfully, he didn't have any streaks. Okay, for crying out loud. Okay. Poison Ivy art I did with Carlos Deanda for the Arkham City comics back in 2011. Current woke trash from Rocksteady. Wow. I guess it's kind of cool that you don't do the art anymore. Rocksteady literally took Poison Ivy, one of the sexiest female characters of all time, and gave her the April O'Neil treatment. Someone needs to get fired. Bro, you need to touch grass. And I don't use that term because it's dumb as hell. But you do need to. You need to chill the hell out. Microsoft Word now scolds you if you use words that aren't inclusive. What? You know what? Honestly, I think the funniest part about this is that Elon Musk was apparently using Microsoft Word. Why? This feature's been available in Microsoft Word since at least 2020 and has to be turned on manually. Well, of course, people like him have to have the artificial target and, weird things to bitch about. Community Notes is both incorrect here and should not use information from a company's website as the fundamental source of truth about their products. Oh, it's so funny when he gets called out by it and then has to let you know, look, Community Notes is actually wrong like all the time. I'm not owned. I'm not owned. I'm not owned.